Hi guys, I'm back and today I'm bringing you something a little bit different. Ooh, that's right, different. Today I'm going to be creating this look. Using all my favourite products. So I'm going to be using my favourite eyeshadows, my favourite concealer, my favourite lipstick, etc. you know. So I'm going to use my favourite of each product. So literally creating this look with all my favourite products. So yeah, if you want to know how to create this look and also find out what my favourite products are, then please do stay tuned and I will show you.
Let's go.
Okay guys, so I'm going to start with my favourite eyeshadow primer. This is the P.Louise base in 0.5. If you've been here before, you will know this is my favourite because I use it all the time. So I just put that all over my eyelid and up to the brow. So I'm going to blend that in with a sponge. Some people prefer to use this with a brush, but I prefer to just put it on and blend it in with a sponge. That's just what I prefer personally. Now the reason I love this product is because it's the perfect texture. They come in so many different colours as well, so there's literally one for every single skin tone you could possibly think of, and yeah, they're just really good. The eyeshadow sticks so well to it, even when I set it with my powder. Because I'm so pale, having this really pale one actually really helps my eyeshadow to stand out a lot more. I'm just going to add some powder. I'm using my favourite foundation powder, which is the L'Oreal True Match, just to set it. But doing this step does just eliminate any creasing at all. Like it literally does, just no creasing will happen if you do this step. You can also use a loose powder. I just find that that works well, so that's that. Moving on to my eyeshadow. Right, this was the hardest choice ever. I love all my eyeshadow palettes. This is definitely my favourite though. So this is the Jaclyn Hill, it's a bit dirty, palette volume 2. So it was a hard decision, but this is what it looks like. Obviously, as you can see, beautiful shades, just absolutely incredible, and the pigments are so good. The reason I love this palette so much is because for me it has all the shades that I would ever wear, because I do prefer like the warmer shades, the reds, pinks, nudes, and the pigments are so good. You put it on and it's just there. You don't need to build it up, it's just there straight away. And it's also got some shimmers in there and some mattes, so it's just perfect. I absolutely love this palette so much. So I'm going to start by taking this one here, and it is called Love Handles. I love that name, cute. I'm going to put that above my crease, way above my crease actually. I'm just using a fluffy brush for this. This is actually a cheap one, but I've been loving this. This is from, in fact it doesn't actually have a name on it, so I'm not sure where I got it from, but it was really, it might have even been Sheen, but they are really good. I absolutely love these brushes. They're so soft and fluffy and they're a good size, so any fluffy brush is fine. Working my way around like that. I'm just blending that into the brow bone. Taking a slightly smaller brush. This is the P.Louise 124, and I am going to take this shade here, and it's called Homeboy. Oh no, yep, no, Homebody, whatever that means, I don't know. I'm putting that along my high crease, so I'm just creating a higher crease like I always do. Now with brushes also, my favourite brushes, I really don't know if I can choose between the P.Louise brushes and the Real Technique brushes. I really don't know. If I had to choose from sort of quality, I would probably say Real Technique. However, I do tend to use the P.Louise ones more, so I don't really know. To be honest with you, I don't think I can choose. I'm just adding that to the outer corner as well. This is a really pigmented colour. They're all really pigmented, but some of them are like, whoa. You know what I mean? They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Next, I'm going to take the black, which is called Temptress. I love that word. And I'm going to put that along my high crease also. So just creating that high crease. This black is so good. Like, it's got to be probably the best black that I've used. It's just really, really good. It's so pigmented and it's so dark. It's just so black. So black. So this is just creating a lot more depth, and this will be our, of course, crease colour. Just blending it in with the other colours, not taking it up too high, but we want it to be fairly high because I'm going to be cutting my crease. So obviously if it's not high enough, we're not going to be able to see it. The outer corner I'm going to reinforce anyway, so I'm just going to keep away from that with the black. So I'm now going to cut my crease. To do this, I'm going to use my P.Louise base again in 0.5, if I can squeeze enough out. And I'm going to use a flat brush, and I'm going to cut my crease. I did do a video on cut creases last month. I think it was last month. And 2 different ways of doing it. So if you want to know in more detail how to create a cut crease, then do check that out. So now for the lid colour, I'm going to be using this one. And it is called I'm In It. Now this colour is, I cannot tell you how amazing it is, okay? It's so good. It's a shimmer shade and it has pink undertones. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's white, but I mean you can see there it's so pink because it's got so many pink undertones. I'm now going to reinforce the darker brown and the black and just get that balance right there. Now I'm going to put that on the outer corner as well, the black. I'm just blending it in with the black as the crease colour as well. Now I'm going to take this colour again and I'm going to put that between the black and the white, pinky white, I don't know what you call it. And just sort of like a transition shade, pat it on and just like blend it in with the 2 shades like that. It just creates a slightly less harsh line between the black and the lid shade. And now I'm just going to one more time reinforce the black very slightly. Not a lot, I don't want to be messing up that transition. Now. My next favourite product is the Technic glitter liner. I also love, absolutely love, okay, the collection glitter liners. I just find that the glitter is a bit sort of chunkier in these, very slightly, and it's a bit finer in the collection ones, and which I really love, but I feel like this just looks slightly more glittery, so I really recommend these. I'm going to put that along my high crease. I absolutely love these glitter liners. They come in a few different colours as well. This is the gold one. As you can see, it's just added a bit of glitter. I love doing a glitter crease. And it's time for eyeliner, my all-time favourite eyeliner ever, and it has been for a long time. The Supercat eyeliner pen from Soap and Glory. I absolutely love this eyeliner. It's so black, it's a good size, it's just so good. I love it. I've used it for a long time, so definitely my favourite. Next up is primer. My favourite primer ever is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer. It is clear, it's like a gel kind of texture. It's beautiful and it just makes the skin so soft and smooth, ready for the foundation. I'm using my all-time favourite foundation, the L'Oreal True Match foundation in Rose Ivory. This comes in so many different shades, different undertones. It's amazing. I'm actually running out really badly. I need some more. It's been hard to find the perfect foundation because I'm very pale and I do have a pink undertone. So it's been a little bit hard for me to find the perfect colour, but I do feel that I found the perfect colour with this. This is sort of a medium coverage foundation. I'm just blending that in with a sponge. This sponge is actually from W7. I really like it because it's got like this weird shape here, and then you can get into all the little under the eyes and like the smaller areas like down the nose. Concealer, I'm using the matching concealer to the foundation, which is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer in the shade Ivory Rose. So obviously it's the same, it matches the foundation. I'm also running out of this, which is really annoying, and of course I am just blending that with the sponge. Again, this is probably a sort of medium coverage concealer, I would say. If you're wanting to go for a slightly heavier duty concealer, this is the best one. This is probably my favourite, as well as that. This one I don't tend to use as much because it has got a slightly yellower undertone, and it's the Gellar the Real Deal Concealer in Light, and it is really good, really good. Like the coverage is just incredible. I would wear that if I was sort of going out, like on a night out, but for daily use I do just prefer to use this one because it suits my skin slightly better. And when I go out on a night out, I tend to wear a lot more powder, so it doesn't matter too much about the yellow undertone of the other concealer. Now for setting powder, I'm going to be using my RCMA no colour powder. It is a setting powder. However, I haven't got the packaging anymore. I actually have it in a little tub, but it's like this. It's a white powder, but it's translucent, obviously. So I'm just using a powder sponge to apply that. This is the Real Techniques powder sponge. I find this is really good sponge for this. I'm just patting that all over certain areas of my face. So my chin, my smile lines, under my eyes, and a little bit on the forehead, and I just go across my cheekbones with that as well, and then down the nose. I love this powder so much. It really creates a flawless finish, and it's perfect. I love it. I just love it. Then I like to take a powder brush and just go over the forehead, blend that in, and down the nose, and then on the smile lines. Now the chin and under the eyes, I'm going to be letting that bake. So I'm leaving it on for a little while, just waiting for that to set. While I'm doing that, I am going to do my eyebrows. For eyebrows, I'm using my, Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade in ash brown, and I'm using my favourite eyebrow brush, which is from Revolution. I find that this colour is quite versatile as well. They do a lot of different colours. For me, I've been about 4 different hair colours since I bought this, and it generally has looked fine with all the hair colours. Obviously I do like to go a little bit darker with my eyebrows anyway, but it has just been fine with all the colours, so pretty good. Now for brow gel, I'm using my favourite brow gel, which is actually a clear mascara called Colour Lash Conditioning Mascara from Collection, and it's literally about £2, and it's so good. I've gone for a slightly bigger brow today, slightly thicker. I didn't mean to. It just kind of happened like that. Sometimes I just have thick brow days where I just sort of do it and I'm like, oh, they're thick. Oh well, just happens sometimes. I don't mind. I quite like thick brows on me, but I also like thin brows, so as long as they're slightly fluffy, I don't really mind how thick or thin they are. Now I'm going to use my favourite highlighter to highlight my brow bones. So this is the Revolution Snowflake Heart highlighter, and it's very white. I really like how white it is. It has got a very slight gold undertone, but it's very white. And I'm just using a flat brush to highlight my brow bone. I use it probably the most out of all my highlighters. I have quite a lot of highlighters, but for me, I always come running back to this one. It's just so good. I love how white it is. And it is slightly shimmery, and I like that about it. To be honest, I use it most days. So my brows are very, very thick today. Very thick. Oh well. Right, I'm now going to blend this powder in with a big fluffy brush. This is my favourite powder brush from Real Techniques, and it is the powder brush. It says there. It's so big, it's just so massive and so fluffy. If you've been here before, you will know this is my ultimate favourite bronzer. This is the Gellar Bronze-n-Brighten Baked Colour Correcting Bronzer in Fair. And I'm gonna contour my face. I'm using my Gellar Baked Blush in Catalina. I love this, it's just so beautiful. I love the colour. Very versatile, you can use it with basically any makeup you do. It's super buildable. It goes on quite like a soft pink, and then you can build it up like I've done here into a slightly brighter pink. Highlighter, I'm going to use the same highlighter as earlier, obviously. My favourite highlighter, the Heart Revolution Snowflake Heart on a small fan brush. This is the Real Techniques fan brush. I'm going to apply my highlighter. I use a lot of highlighter because I love highlighter a lot. You don't have to use this much. I just love highlighter a lot. I'm just going to put some blush on the end of my nose there as well. I've used quite a lot of blush today as well. I guess I'm trying to use quite a lot of the product of everything just so that I can sort of show you how good it is. Now, bottom eyeshadow, of course I'm going back into my palette, Jaclyn Hill. And I'm going to take a flat brush, and I'm actually going to use this colour here. So I'm not going to be matching it to the top eyeshadow. I'm wanting to go very slightly different, and this is called Crazy, and I'm going to put that along my lower lash line. I'm going to create a nice smoky effect with that too. I love this colour, it's one of my favourite ones in this palette. It's so beautiful, it's so wearable as well. And I'm just smoking that down as well. I like to really smoke the bottom eyeshadow quite a lot, like smoke it out and smoke it downwards. The lashes, I'm going to use first of all my favourite mascara, which is the Bourjois, I think that's how you say it, Bourjois Volume Glamour Ultra Curl Mascara. I don't really know why this is my favourite, I just really like the shape of the wand. I find that it gives my lashes a good coverage. I do quite like the packaging as well. I don't know why. I think it looks quite posh. Lashes. I have many favourite lashes. All Sandy Glam, obviously. I think my favourite ones, just because they're so pretty and fluffy and they're so versatile, is probably the Sandy Glam Luna lashes. So I'm going to wear them today. And my favourite lash glue is the Eyeshadow 18-hour lash glue. This is really good. It dries clear. A lot of lash glues don't, even if they say they do, but this one does, so that's really good. I love these lashes as well because they're a good size, they're quite a good length. To apply them, I use one of these. I don't know where I got this from, but it's a lash tweezer applicator thing. And then I like to use the Real Techniques detailing tweezer. I had to choose out of all my hundreds of lipsticks, and I've chosen this. Yep, that's right, a lip palette. Now this is from Maybelline. It's the Color Drama Lip Contour Palette. I love this. Love this. It's so messy. So it has a primer right here. 3 different sets. So you've got liners this side, and then this side you've got the lipstick. So you line it with this end of the brush, and then you put the colour on with that. It is extremely messy, that brush and the palette. And lastly you've got the highlighter, which was white, not anymore. So what I like to do is just make sure there's no foundation on my lips first, then I like to use the primer. The primer just creates quite a nice sort of even base for your lips, for your lip colour. I really like it. Now obviously these rows, so each row is a different lip colour. You can mix and match them, sometimes I do, My favourite one would have to be this one here, the bottom one. So I'm just gonna use the line colour first. So I'm basically using that as a lip liner. I just find that this lip palette, it really creates a nice plump lip look. These come in a couple of different colours. I have 2 different colours of this. So I have the darker, like the red and the purple. The reds in the other palette are just incredible. They're so pigmented. Just create the perfect red lip. So definitely go and check that one out as well. Now what I do is use the colour, pat that all over. And then lastly, you use the highlight bit. You don't need a lot. And just put that in the centre. You can see that that's just created a really plump effect. That's that, guys. I absolutely love that palette so much. I have so many different lipsticks, lip glosses, liners that I love, but I just find that that's probably my favourite lip product. So here's the finished look, guys. What do you think? I like it. Of course, using all my favourite products, so I'm gonna love it. I would have thought. So yeah, what do we think, guys? So obviously this look was using all of my favourite products, like all my all-time favourite products. None of these are very new, most of them are quite old, but I absolutely swear by these products, and yeah, I absolutely love them. So it was quite hard for me to choose all of these because obviously I love a lot of products like that. I just absolutely love everything I've used today. There's been other things that I love as well, and especially like the lips and the eyeshadows. There's so many that I love, and it was so hard for me to choose, but I chose, and it was hard. I was just being honest and, you know, being true to myself. You know what I mean? I just wanted to show you guys all my favourite products, really. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. See you guys soon. Bye.